Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I know which kind of video I'm going to make. I'm going to make a video about furries. I know it's weird, but I have no other video ideas, okay? And I'm planning on just doing a my thoughts video, okay? I definitely know what I'm gonna do for the next stories video, but school stories using part 3 won't happen until a long time, okay? But this will be about furries. Now, I do not like furries per se. Now, yes, I understand that it's just anthropomorphic animals, but like, it doesn't take into the fact that they're still animals. I am a dog owner, okay? I'm a dog owner, and I find anything that has to deal with anyone touching my little fur baby inappropriately, I'm going to kill them. I really do mean that, okay? I really do mean that. I have a fur baby, okay? Yes, he's not a puppy, okay? And yes, he is very, very, very big in both body and in size. Yeah. Now, you may have been weirded out from me saying ball, but honestly, it's just a inside joke between me and my friends. But yeah. I don't really understand the appeal to furries, per se. Like, yeah, allow people to do what people like to do, but like, really? You have to pick furries? Like, you want to dress up as a fucking animal? Like, yeah. I don't understand that. And especially, like, I only like the 5%. The other 95% are, let's just say they're, pedophiles and yiffers. Now, you may be asking, what is yiffing? Well, oh my god, I fucking hate that this will have to be in my search history. I fucking hate that this is a word that has ever spewed in my fucking mouth. Yiffing is the act of, watching, furry, not safe for work. Yep, and, you are cranking it to that. As I said, I hate the word yiff. Now, I don't understand any part of the sexual attraction towards anthropomorphic animals, since, there's a big old thing in that second word. It's, what's it called? Fucking animal, dumbass. Here's the thing. If you just like dressing up as it, okay, if you just like dressing up as an animal, all you want to do is just make animal cartoons, go for it. But if you sexualize animals, you are so fucking weird. I once saw a guy say, "Ew, a furry," okay? And then this furry made, like, a fucking thirst trap furry of the guy. He made a persona that was fucking thirst trap. And I was so fucking sick of that. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Okay? Not to the commenter, I'm saying, what the fuck is wrong with the person who made the art? Like, why? What do you gain from that, is the bigger question. Okay? I never understood that. I never understood any part of that, actually. I never understood why someone would be attracted to dogs. I mentioned this person before in my lolly video, but I'm gonna mention her again. Hypnotist Sappho, okay? Her name's Valerie, and she's an air... Okay, I'm not an air marshal. She was an Air Force technician. I'm pretty sure she was dishonorably discharged, but that's something I'm not too fond of knowing, nor do I ever want to know little things about her, nor do I actually want to know about her. Now, she was a confirmed zoophile that was also a pedophile. And, well, I'll just let that sink in. Yeah. I don't find that at all cute. I don't find that at all cool. I find that very disturbing and very disgusting. And the chats that she has with these minors, well, it's just perfect, It's just perfect. You can't have too much, You can't have too much. She's sexting them.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
And she's talking about how good, zoophilia is to fucking minors. Okay? And yes, I know why she's doing it to minors. Because minors are very easily, influenced. Since children are stupid and all that shit. Yeah, that's exactly what she does. She does sexting to minors. She spreads zoophilia to minors, and above all else, she actually started the Zooier Than Now podcast, which I just don't know what to think about that. Now we have to talk about the Zooier Than Now podcast. Fuck! Motherfucker! Okay, it's still up. It's been flagged so many times yet. So many people just bring it back. Motherfucker! It was a podcast made by a guy named Douglas Spink, who later died of cancer, okay? He was a drug kingpin, okay? He was a known homosexual, and he was also a zoophile. He basically fucked horses, okay? And he coated multiple mice in Vaseline, cutting off their tails, and with other dogs, donkeys, and cats. Well, let's not dive too deeper. On a farm, there was a video of a puppy with a naked guy, and the naked guy was on the premises. Hopefully he got shot in the head, don't you agree? Don't worry, that's just water. I promise you it's not vodka. Yet, I still need it. Well, now we know who Douglas Spinks is, and, Spinks is, and now we know that he's a horrendous piece of shit. Why are we talking about him? Oh yeah, because he founded the Zooier Than Now podcast. The same podcast that talks about dog fucking. Okay? And if YouTube ever catches me talk about these dog fuckers, then I will be hit with an age restriction. Okay? Yes, I've talked about Lolly, but for some reason this is too much. I don't understand why. Now, if I were YouTube and I was at all senseful, I would flag the name Zooier Than Now. And I would always, and I mean always, search up, have a specific team of mods to always, every single week, take down a Zooier Than Now podcast channel. Okay? Because yes, these guys usually only have 6,000 subscribers. But that's because a lot of people forget about it, and a lot of people don't like it, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of zoophiles, okay, and there's a lot of zoophiles on this site, and, well, if I ever saw a zoophile in real life, I would definitely try to get them to convert to Christ and understand what they were doing was wrong. Because love is not just love. Love is understanding what is right and wrong. And you cannot love an animal because that would be wrong. Famous quotes of 2025. Now, a lot of people would be like, Liam, but don't you like femboys. No, I don't. I only said that shit as a joke. Now, if I'm just saying, if they were attractive enough, maybe. And if I was hammered enough, maybe. If I downed, a couple bottles of bourbon, fuck it, why not? I would rail a fucking femboy. But, I would have to down, 5 bottles of bourbon? Bourbon, rum, and whiskey all at the same time. And I would have to smoke 500 cigarettes. Yes, that. And I would also have to do 5 kilograms of weed. That's, where I would, rail a femboy so fucking hard that they can't walk. Anyways. Yeah. So I don't understand how someone can also be attracted to something called cub porn. I don't know why I stuttered 2 fucking times. Cub porn. Now, I don't understand why anyone finds this shit attractive. I do not understand, and I do not know why. It is very fucking weird. And here's the big old thing. My search history is fucked. I do not understand where someone could get off at this. Cub porn is straight up furry plus lolly. It is lolly but for furries, okay? And I've explained already that lolly is fucked. If I ever find someone who is a furry and they are the 95% and they're a baby fur, they're a fucking diaper fur, which, you know what? Diaper fur is another thing where they are attracted to wearing fucking diapers. And sometimes they like having wet diapers. Wet used diapers that were found in a fucking dumpster. I have no idea why that's out of my fucking mouth. I will grab a shotgun. I will cock that bitch, okay? And I will shoot them in the fucking head. And then I'll cock it back, slam fire on that bitch, right on their crotch, and then I'll say, hasta la vista, you fucker. Okay? My God. I don't understand where someone could find any sexual attraction to animals. Okay? And I swear to God, if someone asks what a zoophile is, okay, I will lose my shit. I do not want to explain more horrendous stuff. I already explained what cub porn was. I already explained what yiffing was, and I have no idea why that's coming out of my damn mouth. I obviously am showing a lot of emotion to this. Okay? Big part is because I couldn't find any other video idea, and I kept on yawning, and so I drink water so I make sure I'm not yawning. I feel like I need to down 500 bottles of vodka, okay? That would be a new Russian record. I would make Vladimir Putin look like my bitch compared to how much vodka I'd be drinking after this, okay? I find it utterly horrendous for anyone to look at that and think,
Smash.
Because, what the fuck? You're telling me you would say,
Smash.
to that? You're some other form of special. I want to Stuka dive bomb on your fucking ass. Okay? I've known some furries in my life. I've known some femboys in my life. I have known pedophiles in my life. You know what they all have in common? They're some of the most flamboyant fuckers in the world. Okay? They are really flamboyant. 80% of all furries are pretty gay. Now, one of my friends who was a furry wasn't gay until, a couple years later, where he came out as gay. You can obviously tell how distraught I was. I was quite saddened about that, but honestly, what could you do? It's someone's decision. Can't really alter it. And, hey, if they're not affecting you, why should it matter? Well, it should. There's this common saying. I never fought for the trade unions. Because I wasn't in a trade union. I never fought for for other countries. Because I wasn't in those countries. I never fought for the military. Because I wasn't in the military. But then, there's no one else to fight for me. So, that's why. That's why we have to fight for children. That's why we have to make sure children know how to deal with shit that will alter their lifestyle. Because, motherfucker, the kid was younger than me. And, by the way, when you think of converting a child who is very susceptible and very, very, very influenced, try not to put them into your own perversion, okay? And hey, if there's any zoophiles inside of my, subscribers, unsubscribe. I don't give a shit if it takes my subscribe list, okay? I hate you. I hope you die. Okay? I know I'm a Christian, but fuck you. Zoophiles are the scum of the earth, the lowest of the low degenerates. Okay? If I ever see you in real life, just know this Winchester shotgun is going straight into your fucking throat. Well, anyways. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out, and I hope that you have a great day. Goodbye!